morning and welcome to the official quarantine vlog. You've probably already seen, if you follow me on my other socials, that I ended up testing positive for COVID after that little trip that I mentioned I was taking in my last vlog. It is currently Thursday. That trip was last Wednesday through Sunday. I was supposed to come home really early on Saturday because I wanted the weekend to kind of get back, do my full reset, laundry, relax before work, but I didn't end up coming home until Saturday evening because I was just feeling so lethargic. I chalked it up to not getting a lot of sleep. I was averaging like 4 hours a night on the trip, which I do not do well on that little of sleep. So I came home Saturday evening. I managed to unpack and do laundry, but that was the extent of it. Woke up Sunday, was still very lethargic even though I got a good night of sleep. And then I started developing a slight cough throughout the day, but I was like, you know, it was really dusty. We had a campfire. We were like camping in RVs. I was like, I'm fine. But later that evening, I got a text that a couple we went on the trip with tested positive for COVID. Because I work in the medical field, if I have any type of exposure and develop symptoms, which technically I was because I started getting a cough, I have to alert work. So I talked to my manager and we had to follow protocol, which was sending me to get an antigen test to clear me to come into work. It was late Sunday night when I found out that that couple had tested positive. So I did an at-home test. It was negative. Woke up the next morning, went and did the antigen test. So I was supposed to go back to work Monday, but I obviously couldn't. Throughout all of Monday, I still just had that cough, but throughout my sleep Monday night, I started feeling worse. I was very restless. My nose started burning and I was like, I think that I have it. So I woke up and did another at-home test. It popped positive, and shortly after, my work test came back positive, of course, as well. Quarantine guidelines for my work say that I cannot go back to work until next Wednesday. So I'm technically in quarantine through next Tuesday, unless I test negative early. So I'm gonna continue doing at-home tests. If one ends up being negative by tomorrow or Saturday, I can go into work and take another antigen test and potentially go back on Monday rather than Wednesday. But obviously, if I'm not testing negative at home, there's no point in going and doing a stronger test at work. So we'll just kind of see how that goes and if I end up testing negative at home. I don't know why I'm slapping my leg. I'm just anxious, like missing that many weeks of work when I wasn't expecting it, just not being like in control of my desk. I don't know. I don't love it. I know it's gonna be rough coming back to work. I'm trying not to think about it too much. I also haven't posted any content. I think I've had one video up in the last week, which I know that should not be my priority. I know that I should be focusing on relaxing, which I have been, but I can't help that in the back of my mind, all of these things are like just swimming around. You need to do this, you need to do that, you're behind, you're behind. On top of that, my house and my environment is not the most relaxing environment for me. As I mentioned in the last vlog, I skipped my full Sunday reset. I was like, I'm just gonna do my full reset. When I get back, I'm gonna be gone most of the upcoming week anyway, so I'll do just like a quick clean. But when I came home Saturday, like I mentioned, I was not feeling well. That continued into Sunday and it's obviously progressively gotten worse. So I haven't technically reset, is that a correct way to say that? I have not reset my house. No, I have not reset my house in 2 weeks. It's just kind of a mess in here. And although, again, I know I should be relaxing, it's really hard for me to fully relax, including the mental aspect, when I just am stressing about so much in my head. So I think today I feel good enough to clean and do some things. Like I said, it's Thursday. I've literally done nothing since I got home Saturday night. Like literally have just been relaxing. Tuesday night was the worst of it. Tuesday, midday/evening, I started developing a fever. It got up to 102.3. My body aches were insane. I was so hot, but I was like shivering and my teeth were chattering at the same time. That was one of the longest nights. Thankfully, the fever broke yesterday morning. So I think I am past the worst of it. No fever, still have a slight cough. Overall, just a little bit lethargic and congested. Honestly, compared to Tuesday and Wednesday morning, I feel fantastic. Keeping it so real, this is a living room setup right now. I just got done with breakfast. I do need to finish my greens, but I filmed a little morning vlog for my other platforms, which already makes me feel better that I'm getting back in the groove of things. I promise I won't be obnoxious and tell you every single time I'm filming a short form video throughout this quarantine vlog. Unless you find it interesting and like you want to see how I maneuver and weave in content throughout my day and intermix it with YouTube, then I definitely can. But I'm gonna try and get as many short form videos filmed as I can while I'm in quarantine, as long as I'm up for it. So anytime I'm doing some sort of activity or fun thing, just assume that I am filming it. I have all my stuff laid out here for my upcoming giveaway. I've been stocking up PR for the last couple of months. I was gonna do one large giveaway, but I've decided to break it up into two. That way there's two winners and it makes more sense because I am posting the same giveaway video to both TikTok and Instagram. So I just feel like it makes sense to have two winners. Spoiler alert for an upcoming partnership that I literally am so excited for. I need to clean up the kitchen from breakfast. Definitely need to wash all of my bedding, including like the duvet cover and the duvet inside. Oh, I think my grocery delivery just got here. Fun fact, I have never in my life used a grocery delivery service. It's just never crossed my mind because I always assume like why spend the extra money. But to be honest, I don't even do like grocery pickups typically because I like choosing my stuff myself and looking at the expiration dates. But when you're in a pinch like this and you can't go out, this is really, really awesome. So let me do a little grocery haul. Let's move everything over. First up, I got some avocados and some yellow potatoes. Lipton soup. This is just the noodles with the chicken broth. So there's no actual chicken in it. It's my favorite. Beef broth. I'm going to be making a pot roast at some point. My taste is kind of in and out, so maybe I'll make that in a couple days when it's a little more consistent. Corn tortillas, garlic, eggs, orange juice. I'm probably gonna pour a glass of this right now. Sounds so good. Milk for those potatoes because I'm gonna make mashed potatoes with the chuck roast. Speaking of, we have our chuck roast here. Feta, if you know, you know. Avocado, tortillas, feta. Need I say more? Carrots and a big tub of spinach. I have some smoothie mix, like frozen fruit in my freezer, so I figured making some smoothies, throwing some spinach in, refreshing, get some nutrients in. So I'm just gonna put all of this away really quick. But first, I'm getting fancy with it. A little extra vitamin C. I can taste that like 50%. That's actually pretty good. 50% is good. I'll take 50%. Any more cold stuff? Oh, eggs. I have a feeling that the angle of this video kept changing and I kept hitting my makeshift tripod, which is a box with the bags. So if so, I apologize because it really is gonna drive me nuts if I watch it back and it did that. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my orange juice, and as insane as it might sound to some of you, I'm gonna do my full house reset. I'm gonna go slow. I'm gonna go very, very slow. I'm gonna take breaks in between like each room. Again, I just know I'm gonna feel so much better if I do it. So again, gonna take breaks, gotta drink plenty of fluids. And I know future Allie a few hours from now is gonna love this me and she's gonna thank me. It's currently 12:03, so we will see how long it takes me. It is now 5:16, so that took me quite a bit longer than it normally does. I just finished mopping, so I'm just kind of putting everything back down, like the curtains. I'm not gonna lie, once I got to the mopping portion, which is the last step, and honestly what I wanted to do the most, so it would have been an epic fail if I didn't do it. I almost tapped out. I forgot how absolutely winded I get when I have COVID, hence why it took me over 5 hours to do my typical 2 to 3 hour reset. But I had already like put up the chairs and everything to mop, so I was like, I'm already this far, just finish it out, girl. I did take a lot of breaks. I got some editing done and things like that in between, but I am exhausted. I think I thought I felt a little bit better than I did when I started this endeavor this morning, but I'm not gonna lie, it feels so good in here. I'm now on to a little self-care moment. I'm going to dermaplane, do some eyebrow maintenance, then we're gonna take an everything shower, wash my hair, exfoliate, do all of the things. As I mentioned in the last vlog, I hate washing my hair, but I know once this is all complete, I'm gonna feel really good. So I'm just gonna power through it. I'm not even gonna take a break after the mopping. I'm just gonna finish. Jump scare. Fresh out of the shower. I probably should not be talking with this on, but I got some Amazon packages delivered. Honestly, guys, I told you in my last vlog how I try and be really mindful of the amount of boxes I get shipped to me. I feel like that's not really happening this week, but I honestly just keep thinking of things that I need because I can't go anywhere. So let's open these together. I'm really confused that this says there's batteries in it because I think it might be like a double shipment of something I literally already got. So I ordered a thing of Band-Aids that I really needed and some more batteries for my camera, and it was supposed to come yesterday. No, it was supposed to come on Tuesday, and I really needed the Band-Aid, and it said it was coming Tuesday, and then on Tuesday it said shipment delayed. Yesterday it still said shipment delayed, no update, and then if I went to reorder the stuff, it literally said it would come in like 4 hours. So I canceled this order, reordered, and that new order literally came the same day, but clearly it did not cancel this one, so I'm gonna have to return that. I was hoping this was gonna come earlier for my cleaning, but I'll use it next time. I didn't have any pledge. I literally used like Windex on my wood furniture, which is probably so bad. We're just not gonna talk about it. Some jelly white pens. I ordered a paintbrush kit. Not a paintbrush kit. Coloring markers and a coloring book, and I've seen on TikTok a lot of people use the white jelly roll pens to do like little fine details. Okay, you guys, what are we doing here? I should not have done this while this was on. It is now 9:30. It's been several hours since that last clip that I took. As soon as I finished unboxing those Amazon packages, I started feeling very unwell. I think I just definitely overexerted myself today, which in hindsight, doing that was not a good idea. I'm glad that it's done, but I'm not surprised that I ended up feeling like that. I laid down for a little bit, and then I was gonna Netflix party with my long distance best friend, but we ended up just doing a FaceTime call instead, so that was about an hour and a half. I just got off of that. Netflix party and FaceTimes are two ways that I still feel like really close and in touch with her, kind of like we're hanging out. That was really fun. I laughed a lot, so my throat's feeling a little scratchy. My cough is kicking up too. It went away like day 2, but it's kind of coming back, which hopefully is not too bad of a sign. I'm sure it's normal to kind of like have ups and downs, but I'm gonna make some tea. This little cute teapot my sister got me, I get questions about all the time. It actually goes with this back here. So it's a set that she thrifted. I think she literally got it for like $5. The teapot sets inside the cup like this, and how adorable is that? Sometimes I just put the tea kettle on this plate though, with this cup that I also love, and then this cup and the teapot just lives back here usually. I also realized I need to eat something. I have not ate since lunch today, which is probably contributing to me not feeling too hot. Because my taste is so in and out, I'm just like not eating as much as I typically do, but I know that I need to get a little something in, so I'm debating if I want like a snack or a meal. I keep telling myself it's 9:30 and to go to bed, but at the same time, like I don't have to work anytime soon, so I'm telling myself it's fine, but I don't want my sleep schedule too out of whack for when I do have to go back to work. I'm honestly debating popping these in the toaster, but I also have a frozen pizza, so like I'm really having a hard time choosing. I'm gonna make my tea while I decide. I love the coziness of tea or like a hot beverage when you're sick or your throat's feeling scratchy, but I don't love super like earthy teas. I don't even know if that's a good way to describe it. I love fruity teas, so this Perfect Peach is a really good one. It's caffeine free, so you can have it any time of day. That's usually my go-to. It's actually the only tea that I even have right now. So I'm gonna make this, and then I will decide what I'm gonna eat. Good morning. It is the next day. Before anyone asks, yes, I am wearing a glove on my hand. Fun fact, I actually always wear a glove when I'm doing the liquid part of my makeup, but sometimes for filming, I won't, just because I think it looks a little odd, but I have this really big ick with having makeup on my hands. Like, it just, something about it, I cannot. And I figured we're close enough now that I can share my little quirks with you guys, so I'm getting ready with the glove on. Since I dermaplaned my face last night, my makeup's going on so smooth. There's no better makeup application than right after a dermaplaning session. And speaking of last night, I didn't film any more clips, obviously, but I did end up making the pizza. It's barbecue chicken. It was very, very good. I had a couple pieces of that, and then I just relaxed for a couple more hours before going to bed. But like I mentioned, I really need to get my sleep schedule in check before I go back to work. I just realized I usually do my concealer after blush and contour. I swear when I'm filming, getting ready, like all my thoughts just go out the window. You might actually be wondering why on earth I'm getting ready anyway, since I can't go anywhere. I have quite a few videos to film today, and before you're like, ma'am, did you not learn your lesson yesterday? I did learn my lesson. These videos are not like gonna be taking physical energy to film. I'm literally gonna be standing there, barely walking around, and honestly, they need to get done. I'm sitting here, I need to take advantage of the time. One of them's kind of non-negotiable because it's a brand deal that was actually due Monday of this week, and by the grace of God, the package that I needed to film it, I have the product, but they want it to be a specific version of the product that I don't have. So they have to, or they had to ship it out to me, and the package either got delayed or they just like didn't do rush shipping even though they wanted the video to be done already. It's literally taken over a week to come from FedEx. So it's coming today, and I will be able to finally film that. I need to edit and send it off straight away to them. I'm also filming my house tour for YouTube. That will actually already be up by the time you're watching this video. So if you somehow missed that, go check it out. I feel like that was a little creepy right now when I said go check it out. But yeah, that will already be up. And then I'm also gonna do a little products I've used up video. I have been saving products that I've completely used up for the last few months. I actually have probably 2 many for the video, to be honest. So I'm gonna film that, and then some sort of little promo video for the house tour. Like, not a promo, but I do want to do, I've seen that trend where you like show like clips or pictures of when you first moved in and the space is empty, and then when it's filled. And this month is my year anniversary of living here, so I thought that would be cute. I did take a ton of pictures and videos when I first moved in, when the space was empty. I figure the perfect time to post that is the same day I post the house tour, and then I'll just let everybody know, like in the caption of that video, that my house tour is live on YouTube. After all that's filmed, I'm definitely going to be taking a shower and getting this makeup off, and then just relaxing. I might do that teleparty Netflix party with my best friend tonight that we didn't do last night. She has plans later, but she's gonna let me know if she gets home soon enough so that we could watch something together. I honestly need a little break from One Tree Hill, I think. I was posting on my story the other day how I'm kind of bored with it and season 2 is kind of killing me. Majority consensus was that I need to tough it out and wait, because seasons 3, 4, and 5 get better and are like the best seasons according to most people. I'm going to listen. However, I am kind of struggling and I'm a little bored, so maybe taking a little break will be good, because I've literally been watching it for like 5-6 days straight. I was actually thinking right now what I wanted to change into for the house tour, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna stay in these pajamas, because why not? I think sometimes I forget that I'm an adult and I have free will and I can actually do like whatever I want. And then I will just change for the other videos that I have to film after. Makeup's all done. I'm gonna clean this up, start filming. I'm gonna do the house tour first since I'm staying in my pajamas, and I will check in with you guys later. It's been many hours since I filmed that last clip. It is way later in the day, but I was really productive. I got the house tour filmed. You guys. The pure panic on my face right now. I'm just so not used to getting deliveries. I've never home during the week really, so when people like walk up to my porch area, I get petrified. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't remember where I left off, but I got the house tour filmed. I filmed my brand deal, edited it, already sent it off to the company. Let's see, I filmed the giveaway video. I also edited that already. I also filmed a products I've used up video. I'm actually gonna go see what was delivered. Please hold. It's my first coloring book. I'm so excited. I posted on my story a couple days ago that I have been mulling over the coloring book marker purchase. I have been flooded on my For You page of people coloring, and it looks so fun and cozy. I've been trying to hold off, but being stuck in quarantine really just made me pull the trigger. My markers should be coming today or tomorrow, and I ordered 2 coloring books, so this is the first one. I was about to hop in the shower, but I figured I'd make some food first. I did have breakfast. I also had like a little snack box, because part of filming that brand deal was putting together a little snack pack. So I ate that when I was finished, and now I'm just gonna make, I think, a bowl. I have some white rice left over. I have some taco meat already like cooked and ready in the freezer. I freeze it in like individual portions, and then I have avocado, so I think I'm just gonna like throw together a bowl. I do have my taste today, pretty much 100%, maybe like 90, which is really exciting. You know I was sick when I put this whole thing in the fridge like this. I know it's totally fine and people do it, I just never do, but I literally, when I made this a couple days ago, I was like, stick it in the fridge. I don't have the energy to put it in a Tupperware. Let me move you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Get some rice. Usually heat this up in its own container, but I'm just gonna plop it on here since I have to heat up the rice anyways. That probably looks so unappetizing. I am screaming. I'm gonna heat this up. Okay, that is all heated up. I'm gonna add some avocado. These avocados from Amazon Fresh are so perfect. They're all pretty much ripe though, so I'm trying to use them up quick. Added a little bit of butter to the rice. I'm gonna find something in my fridge, like maybe one of my hot sauces to put on the rice and the taco meat. I'm going to eat this, do the dishes in the sink, and then hop in the shower. Been a couple of hours. I am now just starting to edit my YouTube vlog. I have One Tree Hill going in the back for now because I'm having some storage issues. I bought an external hard drive that I'm storing all of my finished YouTube vlogs on, but for some reason the storage, it's kind of like your phone, right? When your phone gets full, then you delete like 1,000 photos and it frees up space, but then the next day it's like, oh, it's full again. I feel like they mess with you and they want you to just like go buy a new product. So I don't know. It's letting me copy like one clip to, or not copy, but I can remove one clip from the memory card to the desktop, but then I literally can't even transfer it from the desktop to iMovie. Like it doesn't have enough space for the transfer because technically it stores it in iMovie and on the desktop. It's like doubling the storage. Technically, I guess. I don't know why I'm boring you guys with this, but this is gonna be my night. I'm gonna try and troubleshoot this and get a good chunk of the house tour edited because I want to post it on Sunday. It's currently Friday. I'll just be doing this. If I can actually start editing and get it figured out, I will be switching to Gilmore Girls just because I cannot focus on a new show like this and do this at the same time. Good morning, or rather good afternoon. It's about 12 o'clock. I have been up since about 8 and I just finished editing the house tour. That's pretty much all I've been doing today. I'm waiting for it to export. I have a feeling it's not going to because of the storage issues. So I'm just sitting here crossing my fingers and holding my breath because getting all the clips to actually like upload took so much time between last night and this morning, trying to figure it out, clear up storage in different areas. I honestly think I'm just gonna need to go bite the bullet and get a new laptop. But it is what it is. In case you were wondering and saw this, my little cousin decorated my laptop for me when we were on our trip. So that's just a little reminder of Emma. I do have that pot roast that I was gonna cook today, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm just gonna get as much editing and computer work done as I can today, including the video that you're watching. I also need to work on my linking when this exports. I do have Amazon lists for every room, but I don't have LTK lists for every single room in the house. And then I'll just honestly be here most of the day, chilling. I am listening to some Taylor Swift. I just have it paused, obviously, for copyright reasons. So I'm just vibing out and I will check in with you guys later. I am finally finished exporting that house tour. That was an all-day event. Actually, what time is it? 4:34. Oh my gosh. I spent hours troubleshooting different ways of exporting, how to free up space on my Mac, etc., etc. And all I needed to do the whole time was just export the iMovie finished product to my hard drive directly instead of exporting it to my desktop, which I didn't realize it was an option. So could have saved myself a lot of heartache, but the good news is I will never make that mistake again. Obviously, with a new endeavor like this, there are so many learning curves. Like YouTube's a whole nother beast compared to TikTok and Instagram. But again, I'll never make that mistake again and I'll never have to waste the day like that another time. So it was just a learning lesson. I'm so glad it's finally finished though. I was really worried that I wasn't gonna get it. I'm losing it. I was worried I wasn't gonna get to upload the house tour tomorrow. So I'm very excited that I get to do that for y'all. I'm gonna reward myself now with a little baking. I have some muffins sitting in my cabinet that sound really good. So let's bake. I think it's Betty Crocker. Let's see. Yep, Betty Crocker wild blueberry muffins. I think I've made these before. They're pretty good. I need some oil. Oh, it's already right there for me. I have Lazy Susans in so many areas of my house. My kitchen, my fridge, my bathroom. They are literally a game changer. Also need some eggs. Don't mind that I have brown eggs in here and then regular eggs here. There is a reason for it, I promise. This is part of the reason I love shopping for myself. It's currently August 3rd. I just got these and they go bad August 7th. And then like even this milk, I think goes bad, yep, August 6th. So I don't know. That's why I like picking out my expiration dates and I prefer that over pickup or delivery on groceries. Let's get to baking. Once these are in the oven, I'm gonna just pick up the house a bit, do the dishes, and then when these are finished, I'm gonna take a shower. showered. I was gonna say I'm turned in for the night or in for the night, but I've been in for the night for like a week, but you know what I mean? I'm like chilling for the night, nothing else really on the agenda. I was supposed to Netflix party with my best friend because we didn't the other night, but she's not answering the phone. I know she's watching this too, so yeah, I'm talking about you. I had my laptop out ready and everything, so I think I might do a little bit of editing, but other than that, we just got One Tree Hill on the agenda, y'all. I don't think I really said today at all either, but I'm feeling much better, like almost 100%. I would say like 90-95%. I have a little residual congestion, but other than that and my appetite still being a little funky, I feel really good. I think taking it easy is definitely helping. I think if I were to get up and like be doing a lot of physical activity, I might get a little bit winded. I remember the last 2 times I had COVID, it was like that. It took me like about 3 or 4 weeks, I think, before I could just like do regular activity and not feel like a little off. Today marks 7 days that I have not seen anyone or really left the house. I did do that drive up COVID test Monday, if you count that, but I really don't. It's funny because friends and family have asked me, like, obviously, how are you feeling? Are you good? Are you going crazy yet? And I'm like, nope, absolutely not. Like, I can sit in my own company for so long. It's been really interesting to just focus on this and kind of see how my day-to-day would maybe be like a little bit if I were to ever not have a full-time job. Don't get me wrong, I'm so excited to be able to go out and run errands and do things when the time comes. I'm going to try and take another COVID test tomorrow evening and see if I'm negative. So maybe the last day that I am home off of work, I can go get some things done, because technically my symptoms started like last Saturday, so today is day 8. I'll have to look up the CDC guidelines, but I know if I test negative, obviously I'm okay. So I will check on that tomorrow, because I'd love to be able to go out and get a couple of things done just while I have this time off. Forced time off, I can't go back. I wish I could go back. If I were to have tested negative today at home, I could have went and done another test at work to return possibly on Monday, but I was still faintly positive today. So there was no point in going and doing that test in person, but we will see tomorrow what the day brings and if I'm negative. Good morning, happy Sunday. I am having a great morning. I got the house tour live, which is so exciting. I've had that on my list to film just like forever, so I feel so happy that that's done. I also, my voice sounds really off this morning, but I literally feel amazing. I have no congestion. I can smell everything. Like, I feel great. So I decided to take that last COVID test I had, and it was negative. So I am officially done with COVID. I do think that I'm gonna wait another day and not go out of the house till tomorrow, just to be on the safe side, since yesterday it still had that very, very faint positive line. Unfortunately, it is too late to go back to work early. Test would come back Tuesday and I'm cleared to come back Wednesday, so I can't go back early, which I wish I could, because I would love to save my vacation time. But I think the next 2 days I'll just take advantage, maybe run some errands, get some extra things done before I return to work. I've been off for literally 2 weeks, including my trip, so it feels very, very weird, and I know I'm gonna have a lot of work to catch up on. So this will actually be our last day in quarantine together. Today will conclude the vlog, but I have a couple of things I'm gonna do today. So number one, I'm going to make that pot roast. So let's get the stuff out for that. I'm doing mashed potatoes, so there's not going to be any potatoes in the crock pot. And I do my pot roast very, very simple. In fact, I don't ever even sear it before putting it in the crock pot. But I know people swear it tastes better or changes the texture. I don't know. So I'm going to try it today, but I don't typically do that. So I'm literally just going to pan sear my chuck roast in some olive oil with some salt and pepper. And then into the crock pot, that will go with seasonings, some pre-minced garlic. I do not feel like cutting fresh garlic, especially when I ordered everything and was sick. I just cut this one. Then I'm gonna peel some carrots. I love carrots in pot roast, so I'm just gonna put as many carrots as I can in the crock pot with some beef broth. That's it, pretty simple. And then once I get this going, I'm going to eat some breakfast. Roast is in. I literally cut the perfect amount of carrots. Everything's peeking out just a bit, but once things get going and a little hot, I'm gonna make sure that the meat is fully covered. This is gonna cook on low for about 7 to 8 hours, or just until it's tender. I just kind of check on it every once in a while once we hit the 6 or 7 hour mark. So this will be for dinner later. I'm just gonna clean up, do the few dishes that I have, and then I'm gonna make some breakfast. For breakfast, I'm actually just going to heat up one of these freezer burritos. It's like 11, so kind of lunch or breakfast, but I do eat these for breakfast too. They are not technically breakfast Fritos. Usually I do freezer breakfast, but these have black beans, potatoes, chicken, and queso. So I'm just gonna pop one of these in the microwave. I actually have not been touching any of my freezer meal preps while I've been sick. I love having these for work. They're super convenient for work days, so I don't want to waste them. But after just prepping that pot roast, I don't really feel like cooking anything else. So breakfast is served. I have my little packet of Cholula here, and then I'm gonna finish this episode of One Tree Hill. I honestly can't remember if I talked about this in the vlog. This vlog is kind of all, this whole week is blending together, to be honest with you, but I was kind of getting over it. I asked everyone on Instagram, you said tough it out, it gets better. I was in the beginning of season 2. Now, because I've had so much time to watch it, I'm towards the end and I'm really invested. It's getting good. I don't want to give spoilers, but someone just got in a car accident and they went into surgery. I know they're gonna live, okay? I know nothing's gonna happen to them, but I really want to see how it plays out. And as soon as they go into surgery, the next episode is some bizarro alternate universe where Nate is Lucas and Lucas is Nate. And I don't know the point of it yet. I'm like almost halfway through, so I'm gonna power through this so I can get to the good stuff. If you saw my vlog a couple videos back when I picked up this mirror, I mentioned that I wanted to paint it. A lot of comments recommended a pink, which I was also thinking. I went back and forth between that, like a light pastel-y purple, or a green similar to that lamp. But then this new rug that I have over here also has that color. So I was like, no, I need to switch it up a bit. And funny enough, after mulling it over for weeks, I settled on white. I know that sounds kind of boring, but I thought it would just open up the space, especially because of where I want to put it. Let me show you. I actually wanted to replace these frames here as you enter the kitchen for a couple of reasons. I feel like it would be a good place for me to be able to like double check myself before filming, because I film a lot right here in my kitchen for my other platforms. And then I thought white would be good after all of the contemplating I did, because this is kind of a tight space right here with the hall. It would just make sure it's not like claustrophobic or in your face. It would just kind of flush nicely with the walls, which are not white, they're kind of cream. So it would off balance the wall a little bit. However, I just realized that this paint I ordered while I've been in quarantine says it is a matte white. I definitely don't want matte for a couple of reasons. Number one, I like the look of shiny, especially for the mirror, but it would just get really dirty like if you touch it and it's matte. So I'm very sad. I'm not going to be able to do this, but now that I've shown you like what area it's going to go in, let me know if you agree with my take on doing it white, or if you still think that I should do like a fun, funky color like I originally wanted. Because I'm not going to be able to do that, I'm finally going to break out the coloring books. My markers came yesterday and I have yet to use them. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I keep seeing videos, right? And I'm like, that looks so easy. I'm going to kill it. But I think that these videos I'm seeing, everyone is very, very skilled. So I'm going to try and give myself a little bit of grace when I start this right now. And I think I'm going to start off with this one, which is an easy coloring book. And it's really just like mainly, why is this not focusing? Hello? There we go. It's easy, like large objects rather than these like super intricate pictures right here, which I think I can get to eventually after a little bit of practice. This brand of markers seemed to be the most popular amongst all the videos I looked at. I watched a ton of videos and went to everybody's storefronts, and pretty much 9 out of 10, everyone had this brand. I was very tempted to get the large pack of like 100 and something colors, and I was like, Allie, rein it in. You don't even know if you're gonna be good at this or if you're gonna like it. So this is the pack that I got. I think it'll be a really nice way for me to decompress sometimes and like have music or something on in the background, but not have to focus on it and kind of limit my screen time. I think that this is going to be a really fun little hobby for me. Let's get to coloring and see how good I am, and if I hyped it all up in my head or if I'm actually pretty decent at it. Play Folklore by Taylor Swift.
Playing Folklore by Taylor Swift from Spotify.
Okay, I'm not saying this looks anywhere near the bear or cozy photos that I have seen other people do. However, that was so much fun. These pens are such good quality. They just go on like butter, but they are like very, very pigmented, and definitely make sure you follow the guidelines and all the videos that people do and put the little divider inside. I actually need a bigger one. This isn't wide enough, so I'm really confused because I do see people just putting like the small one here, but if it bleeds through, it needs to be protecting the whole page. So like literally look at how it just comes through like that. So I don't know, but that was very chill, relaxing. I also got these little white detailed jelly pens that you can make little like realistic, maybe not realistic, that's not the right word, but little just like indents and things onto the colors. I'm definitely gonna do a couple more of these though, because that was really fun. Okay, I have just been coloring away. I almost didn't show you this one, but I gotta keep it real. This one didn't turn out too great. It was going so well, but I tried to use like the colorless, where is it? The colorless blender, and I clearly need to look up how to use things and not just go based off my interpretation, because I kind of messed up. Like, it looked better before I tried to blend it on these two ones, but I did that one, a OG one from the beginning. Did two more. I did these groovy bell bottoms, which I think are so freaking cute. And then my favorite one, wait for it. Goodbye. How cute is this? I would buy this if this was real packaging. Adorable. I just filled in all the white spaces with little hearts. I love the combination of tan, red, and hot pink. I did a little pattern here. You guys are probably like, that's ugly. I'm like, this is amazing. But no, in all seriousness, this is, I love this. This is amazing. It's such a good way to like decompress and, like I said, get away from some screen time. I will link everything for you guys below. If you honestly just look up on Amazon coloring books, this is like one of the first ones that pop up, and this one too. This is a really big company. Let's see, what is it called? I know that there's a name for this company. Okay, no. Oh, Coco Wio. I think this is the same brand. Let me see. Yep, Coco Wio. It seems like this is the most popular brand amongst Amazon and like all the TikToks that I've watched as well. I am so inspired by my no screen time though. Probably just because I've literally been doing nothing but consuming screens for like a week, that I am going to sit down on the couch and I think I'm gonna read for a little bit. I have actually read, please no spoilers you guys. If I know spoilers to a movie or a book, I don't even want to watch it. But I've actually already read this book and the first half of the next installment. I think there's 5 books total now, but I took such a long break that I feel like I don't remember enough of it that I'm just gonna start from scratch. It's kind of one of those things where like once you start reading, you're like, oh, I remember this, but without actually taking the time to reread it, I would be very confused. I already know. So I am gonna read this for a bit. Just took a break from reading to check on the roast and it is totally done. I forgot that I turned it up to high a few hours ago because I was so hungry and I didn't want to like eat a snack, and I forgot. So I just turned it down to low because I did ask Alexa and she said that you can overcook a pot roast. I'm gonna get started on peeling these potatoes and we're gonna make our mash. And then I don't ever really even make a gravy, but I think I'm gonna try and make a gravy out of some of the liquid in here. So we'll see how that goes. Just sat down to eat. I'm so excited. This is the biggest my appetite has been since I've been sick. I think it's coming back and it's probably gonna be totally normal in a couple of days. I think I'm going to end the quarantine vlog here. All I'm gonna do after this, once I'm done eating, is put the food away, pick up the kitchen. It is a freaking disaster because I'm filming another video. And like I've mentioned, when I am filming at the same time as cooking, it does not go well for the alley after the cooking and the filming is done. So I have a lot to clean up, and then I'm just gonna take an everything shower. I need to wash my hair for tomorrow. Finish up a short form video that I actually started yesterday, and that is all that is on the agenda for the rest of the night. It's dawning on me right now looking at myself in the Finder that I have literally been in pajamas this entire vlog, which was like I think 4 days total. So sorry about that, but keeping it real, I was not gonna get fully dressed. I actually did get fully dressed for a couple videos I filmed on Friday, but I didn't put those in the vlog at all or film being dressed, I don't think, but it is what it is. Thank you for spending my quarantine with me though. I've heard YouTubers say before it feels like they're hanging out with you when they film, and I've never understood that. Not that I don't believe it, I've just never like felt that, or not to this extent when I'm doing my short form stuff. It truly feels like I am talking to you in real time and hanging out with all of you. So thank you for keeping me company, although you will literally not even see this until days from now. I'm excited to get out tomorrow and run some errands. I have decided I'm actually gonna do a daily vlog tomorrow. tomorrow, which will be exciting. I've never done a daily vlog before. Stay tuned for that. That'll be up after this one. And again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and it wasn't too mundane, but you know, I was in quarantine, so only so much I could do in this little house, but I had a lot of fun with y'all, and I will see you in my next video.